Hey everybody, here's my work for Module 12. But first, I have to ask, beg, and plead that you explain to me how to organize this horrible hierarchy over here. You know, normally the word hierarchy reminds me of things in a row, and I can get to submenus by clicking on the parent of something. And it only seems to do that if you already have everything parented when you import it into the engine. But if I import, one crystal into the engine and then duplicate it, 30 times and move it all over the scene, it just seems to make 30 copies. So this thing is just, I don't know. It's pretty intense. Okay. So we did scripting, more lighting, but I can't have shadows right now, so I'm working on that. I made 2 scripts. I added more textures, more models. So the scripts I added were a blinking light for this fuse and for this spark emitter over here. And the other script was for a door that I made that I'm still working on a little bit. The lighting, just got a bit more detail of the lighting for this ship area. I have this a little brighter than over here, but without shadows there isn't the effect that I wanted. They actually just went away yesterday because the professional version, well, it ran out of time. The models I created, this snowdrift, which you can pretty much size and put anywhere. This piece of ground snow. I have some crystals popping out of that. I have it covering some repeated models that I'm using. And then I have a overhang that I'm just kind of covering, the cliff edges, so you don't just see it going into nothing. Like most weeks when we're learning this program, a lot of things fail, and you have to find a different way to do something. So I've been modeling this area for the second time now. I'm basically trying to figure out how to do everything correctly. It's still a little foreign to me. And the other thing I made was this door, and that is animated. I use a trigger, press E to open it. So let me hop in and show you. Now again, there's no shadows. So here's the ship. First let's talk about this snow. There's 1,000 snow particles over like a 60 by 30 area, like the ellipsoid or whatever it's called. They interact with all the geometry. They basically dampen by 75%, and then they will disappear once they get to like 20% of their maximum energy. So it kind of gives a pretty good effect. I'm probably going to tweak it a bit more. Right now I actually have it on the wrong billboard type for the particle, but I'll fix that. Then I have 2 different smoke plumes emitting from the ship. I have, there you can see my blinking light script. That's also, going together with this spark, which is shooting against that door and ricocheting off. And there's another one of those on the top near that buckle. And the only reason it's lagging, it still runs really quickly, but it's because of my recording software. Let me run over here, and I'll show you the door. Uh-oh. Let's try that again. Alright, there we go. So here's the door. This is kind of what their technology is going to look like. It's going to have a lot of big pistons that enjoy spinning. A lot of big circular buttons and lights. So let me press this. The piston spins, the door goes up, but I can't make it play in reverse. It just starts back at frame 1. Play it one more time for you. And besides that, it's just been a lot of trial and error, failing, trying new things. You can get caught up and spend 2 hours messing with particles and then realize that they look awful. So that's where my time's gone. Hopefully a lot of stuff will happen this week in the level. With the holidays and stuff, I was pretty distracted. So, yeah, that's it. Gonna get back to work. Thanks.